Oops. That's all good. Hello, chat. Wrong buttons were pressed today, but it's because we're all out of sorts here.
Yeah.
There's exciting news.
There's so much happening.
Yeah, there's so much happening. You might have noticed the thumbnail changed suddenly at around 10 this morning or 9 this morning. So yeah, we're a little flustered, but we're excited.
Yeah. It's good to have things happen and be excited about stuff. Even if we're
Even if it
we're
throws you
falling
off your game.
We're falling off the edge of our seats.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting stuff. So, new Battleforce boxes.
Yeah. This is what we got planned for today. We got Battleforce boxes. We got, of course, the Meta Watch article that came out at the same time. It's cool because we can make those comparisons. We have the latest data on these tournaments that are happening. We can compare the two. We have some prices on those battle boxes.
Look, we did all the math for you.
We did so much math this morning.
We got the points. We got the value. We don't know exactly how much the boxes are going to go for, but we're going to be assuming some things based off of past trends.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. If you are enjoying this content, though, give us a like if you haven't already, and if you want to add us, usually we say don't add us, but if you want to add us, you can super chat us, and we'd appreciate that.
Absolutely. And hello everyone. Happy Monday. I see everyone in chat. Polychrome, Ted, Boris, Barry. Welcome.
Yeah, hey, if it looks like pretty heavily, we've got a poll going, like, how are people feeling about these new boxes? Looks to be pretty heavily in favor. So let us know what you're thinking. Which box are you looking at and thinking, I want that?
Yeah. I wonder who's going to be competing for what box, you know? Like, that's always a thing. There's always, like, a top box that everyone's going for, and it, like, sells out immediately. And there's always, like, one kind of left in the dust.
We have the stats on which one that will probably be.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe people are thinking about the AOS ones, though.
That's true.
All right, but look, we did science. We did the numbers. We ran the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That's already done. But before that science, we got to do a little bit of different science. Do you know what science that is, John?
Oh, I have an inkling.
You might have a quick hypothesis about what this might be.
Yeah. I got all the hypotheses happening. Boom.
It's the list. Well, sort of. The list. Sorry, we had to restart the computer. Guys, summon the list, please. Use your science to summon the list.
Start doing the science ritual, everyone.
Yeah.
Pray for science.
Pray for science. They're not...
Any moment.
Their faith is being tested.
It looks like we have the Kelomorph.
It might look like that. Why isn't the list showing up? Sorry, this is... Chat, you guys aren't trying hard enough with the list.
Hey, we have Soups. Rooting for Marines, wanting the Marine box.
Look,
hot take.
Look, I'm gonna have bad news for you, Soups.
Well,
I mean, we'll see. It might not be the worst list. Why is this list not showing up? This keeps happening.
Praise to the list.
Praise the list. There it is. Sorry.
Oh, it happened. Whoa.
There. Whoa. Hey.
As soon as the chat started coming in.
There we go. Sorry, there's a 30-second delay on the list.
Yeah.
There's a 30-second delay in chat. We just received the prayers late. Okay. All right. Look at this guy, Rudy Tooty McShooty. I actually don't know. Wasn't it Kellermorph?
Kellymorph. 3 arms, 3 guns, 1 head.
Yeah.
That's what they say about him.
Usually it's 1 shot, 1 kill. This guy's 3 shots, 10 kills.
It's a buy 9 get an extra free.
Yeah.
Look,
he has he's got a lot going for him. Mostly that he's a character in a list that doesn't have many characters. So.
yeah.
He's already off to a good start.
He has a cool aesthetic, right? He's the Wild West. He's hanging out. What else is there? There's not a lot of character, I feel like, in this. Yeah. This guy, he's pretty generic Wild Western.
Yeah. He's both
shooting dude.
Yeah, he's both not characterful and very characterful. It's like, oh, that's a guy, but I feel like he doesn't have a story, right?
He doesn't have a story. There's not a huge lore.
Yeah. There's a little bit it's like a mantle, there's always a new Billy the Kellymorph.
There's always a bigger Kellymorph. That's what they say.
Yeah, someone pointed out, hey, young Bo, he has less arms than the Hexmark, so
Oh.
keep that in mind.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
He immediately enters the scene and has competition.
Yeah, it's not looking good for our anti-hero.
Oh,
no. So let's move on. We'll come back to it.
Yeah,
I feel like
think about
I need
it.
to do some thinking.
Oh, no cowboy.
Ooh, Snickrot. New Snickrot. Now, tactical orcs is a thing.
Yeah, let's respect the dualies, the double knife.
Yep.
Respect the pecs, and the biceps.
And dude, this
Oh my gosh.
bro was hitting the gym.
I don't even I don't even know, are those pecs or those abs?
They're
like
both.
where does it begin?
pecs?
Where does it is the top
Pabs?
and then he has 4 kills at least that
Yeah.
he has in the form of skulls.
At least.
At least. He has a smoke going. So
Yeah.
so you know he's sneaky. It's a small little smoke.
One thing I love is all the dog tags he has wrapped around, so that's probably even more.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like beads or like
No. Those are dog tags.
That's nuts.
That's kind of morbid.
Right.
I guess he has skulls hanging from his crotch,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what do we expect? Very cool. Not as cool as the old one. The old one with the shushing.
Oh.
Sorry, that
Yeah,
one was may have been cooler.
Oh gee.
So, pretty cool.
Pretty preem.
Pretty, again, a character in a list, not too heavy with characters, so he's got a lot going for him, but let's keep that in mind. Chat, where are you guys thinking this guy's at in the list?
That's right.
All right, and then look, we have all of... Sorry, I gotta eat this cookie. We have CSM.
CSM, another
Standard-
troop.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, CSM troops. When did this get an update, chat? When did this kit get an update? Because these aren't like the OG vanilla CSM guys. They've actually had an update in the last like decade, right?
Yeah.
These aren't bad. Like looking at them now, I feel like there's so much kit bashing that happens with these troops, these legionnaires.
Yeah.
Is what they're called. That like you never know.
Yeah.
Is that the actual kit? Do they use 100% of the actual kit, or is it like mixed in? There's also rubrics and like the berserkers, and there's like so many renditions of these guys.
Yeah, it's like where does the generic baseline sit in comparison to the Khorne Berserkers, the Plague Marines, and the rubrics, and assumedly the eventual Emperor's Children.
They're cool. I like the bronze trim here because
Yeah.
it kind of highlights on like what makes them different from like standard tactical Marines or something.
I think
these are cool.
Yeah, I think they're they're not going to do as bad as a Storm Surge, but they're probably not too high on the list. Probably not too low. They're pretty mid.
Mid tier. I feel like
All right. The science. We've done our.
Right.
We've gathered the data.
The science is in.
Yes, the science is in. The data has been gathered. We got to do the placement.
Yeah.
Kelly-Morph.
Kelly-Morph, this guy... The question is he even in the top 10?
Well, the Hexmark Destroyer is number 8, and I think we've already established he's not as cool as that guy.
He's not the Hexmark Destroyer.
No.
1 arm short, $1 short.
For a fistful of... something. There's a joke there. Soups, get on it.
Yeah.
I think he's cooler than Cabalite Warriors though. I think I think he's cooler than Cabalite Warriors.
Look, they deserve to be near each other.
Yes,
I will say.
So we're gonna go ahead and look. We want a showdown. Keller Morph. Nope, that's not how you spell that. Nope, that's not how you spell it either.
I think that's.
Is that right? Kelly-Morph.
It's definitely not, but it's almost better.
It's almost, yeah.
Not that I know how to spell Kelly-Morph.
Yeah. I don't think anyone does because it's not a real word. Anyway, the science is in. We do have, new top 10. That's exciting.
We're mixing it up.
We're mixing it up. Look, we didn't think he'd sneak in there.
Yeah.
But, look, we have a new top 10. Every time we have a new top 10, this is very exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a huge deal.
It's a huge honor, and he should feel honored. Oh, okay. Snickrot.
Oh, this guy, I think I have him in very high regard. I mean, he looks dope, dude.
He's very cool. Like, we've acknowledged that he's not quite as cool as his old self. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He's not shushing anyone.
What is on his head?
That's like night vision.
Oh, it's his night vision, obviously.
Probably not very effective if they're glowing that hard, but who cares?
He gives vision in the night.
Yeah.
To other people.
Yes. Yeah. He just turns on his flashlight so everyone. Who needs night vision when he can just light up? Silly? Are you dumb?
I want to know what is in his backpack. I guess it's smokes.
At least one more knife is on his backpack, so that's good news for him. Bad news for his enemies.
Ooh, number 5 says Ted.
Number 5. Look, I think that's about where I'm sitting too.
Honestly, yeah. I think. Oh man.
I think he is cool in Battle Sisters. I think he's cool in Virtus Praetors.
Yeah.
Is he cool than Abaddon? That's
a hard. I mean, that's a hard one. Stickrot definitely came out after Abaddon, right?
Yeah.
So he has a little more crispiness. I feel like he's a little newer. I don't know. He's a smaller model. Soup says no way he's cooler than Abaddon. Barry says number 1 though.
He's not better.
So
Barry's been right many times.
It's October.
Yeah, it is October.
Okay, I will say I think he is cooler than Virtus Praetors.
I think he's cooler than Virtus. Okay, so here's what's interesting. Is he cooler than Orc Boys?
Oh no! Oh man.
This throws a wrench in. Cause see this is why we're gonna have to revisit this list at some point, because I think he's definitely cooler than Orc Boys in my mind. But it's hard to put him above Abaddon, which in my head doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean it's like more of like Orc Boys are cool, they have a cool model, but they're also like a troop choice that you're taking a lot of, so there's kind of like a cool staple there.
Yeah.
They're I don't know, they have a low bar in terms of troops and they exceed it. So you kind of have to give them credit.
Yeah.
They're like
it's a weighted scale.
They're special.
All right. I think we put him our new number 5.
Yeah.
Even though we acknowledge that look, hey, science doesn't always make sense.
We had to take a look at all the data.
Yeah.
We can't just be biased here.
No.
This isn't art.
2 models in the top 10 in one day. That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. CSM. All right, let's just go ahead and scroll down
there.
All right.
Let's see the other.
We're
half
outside of the top 10 now. Let's go. Should we go around here?
Where in the
maybe
top?
Lower? No. We're around here.
Oh man.
Well, they're cooler than Intercessors.
I always look at. Not by much.
No.
Oh man. Yeah, this is like okay, better than Intercessors.
They're better than Intercessors.
Are they better than Necron Warriors and Bloodletters? I feel like they have more character than Bloodletters and Warriors.
Yeah, I feel like they're better than Bloodletters.
Yeah.
But not by actually. It's like a toss-up. I think it's a toss-up.
But I don't know if they're better than Rough Riders. Is the thing. Like Rough Riders, they have Melta-Bombs on sticks.
And they have cool hats. These guys don't have cool hats.
And ponies.
Yeah. But these guys have ponytails.
Oh.
So again, we're coming right back to it.
Oh, yeah. I see. Look, these are all good points.
Yeah. I think 16.
16? Okay.
No, Our new number 17, sorry.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Chaos.
Yeah.
Space. Mod. We'll make sure capitalize. All right. Hey, that's exciting. Look, I love it when a good science comes together.
Very good.
There we go. There's our new top 10, everyone.
We did it. We did the science.
That list is it's getting it's the race up to the top 10 is getting tight.
Yeah. It's gonna get harder and harder to place these guys.
Yes. All right. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed doing our science. But we want to go back and say thank you to Super Edie for the gifted membership. Appreciate it.
Sniping someone.
Yep. Those really help us out. That's how we keep the channel alive and we keep the science alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Our science is funded by memberships.
Yes. We call those grants, scientific grants.
That's right.
We appreciate it.
That's how
Look, we don't want to have to go out and do weird science to get funding. But we will. And Molecule Cody says, science is whatever you want it to be. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. That's why... Hey, look. I want gravity to be the way it is, so it shall be so. All right. We're going to do a quick detour to Warcom before we do our the real important work of evaluating these box sets.
Yeah. Warcom.
We had a
the Meta
Watch.
Watch. Yeah, the Meta Watch has really been on a roll. I feel like we just had a Meta Watch, and now we're getting another one.
Like, guys, the game's not broken.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not broken.
I swear. Here's the data.
Look.
Obviously, it's science.
Look.
So...
From one scientist to another, I appreciate the work that they're doing. Even if I don't appreciate... Oh, wait, where's my Warcom button? What is happening?
Oh.
Boom. There we go.
Okay. I don't even know if I saw this. This is... This looks like Tampa Open.
Mm-hmm.
This is a GW event. And Sisters won? First place? That's crazy.
It makes me question the validity of this.
I guess they've always been strong on GW terrain. But, because there's a lot of shenanigans they can do with line of sight, and they're all infantry, so it's easy to hide on those first floors. The corridors can get pretty tight, so it's good to have short-range Melta that does a lot of damage in short range, so it makes sense.
I mean, a quarter of the list is characters. That's kind of interesting.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Even
For Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. A lot of utility, a lot of tanks, actually. A lot of, like...
I was going to say, I was surprised at the tanks as well.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, chat, I wonder what you guys think of this. 2 Castigators, 1 Mortifier, 2 Mortifiers, Paragon Warsuits.
And then 2, what do you call them? Agents of the Imperium? 3 Agents of the Imperium. Death Cult Assassins and...
I think Death Cult Assassins are technically sisters.
Oh,
it's like a weird... Yeah, they're like a weird, like, other thing.
Oh, weird. Okay, I thought they were. And then, Calidus.
And then Calidus, yeah, definitely Calidus Assassin is a...
Oh, wow. Immolators, too. Wow, yeah, so this is a pretty vehicle-heavy list.
Dude, what the heck? That's crazy.
That's an interesting list. Again... What? Okay, this has to be a fake. How did World Leaders come in second? This is a lie. This is fake science. What is happening?
That's crazy. What the heck? Second place in Tampa. I like how they're like kind of picking like second place in Tampa. What happened to first place in Tampa?
Well, first place was the Sisters.
Wait, is it? But no, but that's. Oh, it is Tampa. Okay.
Yeah.
It is Tampa. Okay. That's interesting. Huh. I don't know.
I'm baffled.
I guess they're pretty cheap now, I guess. Yeah. And it's a lot of things coming at you. Actually, they're not very cheap. Never mind.
Yeah.
They're not very cheap.
Yeah. We were kind of we were doing some putting together the battle box stuff, and we're like, what?
I don't know, man. I'm baffled.
All right, what do you think about this? Is the real important. This is the most important.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is orcs shooting up to 56%. Keep in mind, like that's pretty balanced. Like 56, 57. We were looking at 60s, 70s, I think.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
With Eldari and GSE. GSE looked to have fallen quite far. I don't even see them. Genestealer Colts.
They are...
Oh my gosh, 49?
49.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
So this seems pretty balanced.
Yeah, the goal is what, 55 to 45, right?
That's 55 to 45.
Yeah, is the range you want.
Yeah.
It looks like they're getting there, but again, I always kind of am a little skeptical of GWs. Science.
Yeah, because they probably only pull data from a certain amount of tournaments.
Yeah.
They don't really specify, I don't think, what that data pool looks like.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the same as what like Goonhammer pulls from, which is like all the events, right?
Yeah.
So I think they came out with data not too long ago, Goonhammer. Mm-hmm. And it was a little different from this, actually. This is probably just GW events, right?
I think the good news is, regardless, it's not as bad as it was.
Yeah.
That is good news.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I'm really sad for my Drukhari. They're the only ones in the red, but like the bottom direction. But that just makes it more exciting to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy to think about. Like, there's a lot of things that got flipped upside down. Black Templars are up there. Chaos Knights are weirdly high.
Still decent.
Yeah. Votan all the way up there third. That's insane.
That's actually very surprising.
Death Guard in a much better place. They were at the very bottom before.
Yeah. CSM, that's about they didn't get to hit too hard, so
yeah.
I guess that's not that surprising. They were doing all right.
Tyranids and Space Marines just got new codexes, and they're towards the bottom, which is crazy to see. Obviously, they're big codexes, so there's weak and strong stuff in both of those. So,
yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the meta seems to be getting better.
Yeah.
Not fixed, getting better.
Brett says, surprised Tower doing so well. Yeah, they do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. That's like their shtick, as always. It's just a lot of bullets. Not many things can survive barrages after barrage with crisis suits still.
While I eat this cookie.
wait. Oh, Liberty?
Mm-hmm.
Liberty Fire says, thank you for the donut, of course. Tyranid box set looks great, but is it a good investment? Sorry,
I'll
a little scrolly. Side note, John, I finished Gundam Seed Destiny. It was ... okay, leaning toward good. Okay, leaning towards good. Okay, cool. I've heard good things about the recent Gundam editions. Oh, Liberty says, second super chat. Wait, no, Gundam Seed, not Destiny. Look, they're all the same to me. And if it's not Gundam Wing, I'm not super familiar with it. Gundam is like one of those things. It's like all those long-running shows. Of course, this is broken up into like different like series, but it's like the same universe, right? Of like, it's just so long, and I want to watch them all. Like, I want to like have knowledge of everything before I like, commit to it.
Right.
But yeah, Gundam Seed, Gundam Destiny. I've heard good things of the recent editions. Yeah, the art is really good. The budget seems really good. So I totally believe you.
Cool.
But yeah, if it's not Gundam Wing, I've definitely not watched
super
it.
familiar.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. I was starving. I needed to eat something.
Yeah.
My stomach was like growling.
Sir Ray was like, went to the bathroom right before stream and then came back with cookies. Maybe that he found in the bathroom. Maybe it was in his pocket the whole time.
Yeah. Look, you don't eat toilet cookies. All right. So the main topic for today is these box sets. Let's start off with the old classic.
Ooh,
Space Marines.
Yo. Okay. Yeah, Soups was excited about this. This is the Spearhead
Force. It's called Spearhead Force.
And like this is like the gold standard, right? These are Marines.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually produced in bulk compared to the other boxes. Like there's just more of it because there's more Space Marine players, right? And I think we'll begin to see as we go through these boxes that a lot of these bottles inside these boxes are brand new. Like these are new kits, which is crazy because they just came out. And now they're selling them in like awesome value-added boxes. So big win there.
Yeah.
This contains a jump pack captain, 15 jump pack intercessors.
Yeah, a lot of jump pack intercessors.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a cool kit. There's a lot you can do with them. 3 Outriders, okay, and then 1 Invader ATV. Okay.
Which, yeah.
It's all right. Like I look at this. Let's look at the points first. We did some math. It's about 505 points. When you add these up currently.
Obviously, things like if you add things to the captain, it can go up and down. And
sure. Yeah, that's right. Right. And then it's about $330
value
if you buy these in individual kits.
Yes.
Right. And then keep in mind these boxes were about $210
last year. Yeah.
Last year, it probably gone up.
Yeah, it's probably gone up, right?
Yeah.
We're assuming that.
But still, you're getting more value than $210. Are these good models. They're definitely new. They're exciting. They have
That's
a play style
Yeah.
that you can lean into. It has a coherent
Yeah.
like strategy that you're kind of building into. It's melee. It's fast melee. Great for your Storm Raven, or not Storm Raven. Raven Guard.
Raven Guard, or I guess Blood Angels would also kind of work.
Blood Angels, White Scars.
Yeah. So the way we're evaluating these, we're going to give our own like quick ratings. We're going to have competitive viability, thematic value. So that's kind of like, does it work together? Does it, either lore wise, or is it just kind of, these are all fast, so that makes sense. It's good. It's a good theme. And then value.
Yeah.
I guess there's probably an actual way to do the value. Like there's an actual
there's like calculation
we can do.
That we can give.
But we'll just give it how we feel.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this like a 1 out of 10?
Let's do A B C D E F. A B C D
Okay.
F.
Got you.
No E.
Gotcha.
Thematically, I think it works great. Right.
Yeah,
everything's fast.
Yeah, it's consistent. Like it makes sense if you're going towards that playstyle. This is the box you want.
Yeah.
I like that jump pack intercessors are in here because you can take them with any of the melee characters.
Yeah.
And they work, right? If you had Shrike,
oh yeah,
you throw them in with the jump pack intercessors. They're exactly what you want. Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and say theme. We're not doing S tier.
Yeah.
Because we don't do that here. I'm gonna give them an A on theme.
Gotcha.
Oops.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can give it some space. Yeah.
Yeah. I give it a little bit more space. There we go.
Nice. Okay. A on theme.
Yeah.
I like that. I agree with that.
Okay. What do we think about competitively?
Young Boy says A for theme, so he agrees.
Yeah.
And then C for comp. How low can we go for these things? F, you said F?
F is the lowest.
There's a D.
Yeah.
I'm between... Oh, man. Because, like, it's a good thing that we took a look at the Warcom article.
The Meta Watch.
The Meta Watch, right?
Yeah.
And we saw that Astartes are on the, like, lower half, right? It's like 47%. It's a big codex, like I said, so there's good and bad stuff in there. I think this is the bad half of that codex.
Yeah.
Right? So we kind of have to take that into consideration. Competitively, are you going to win with melee Marines with these models? Probably not.
Yeah.
You're probably going to win, like, maybe best players win, like, half the games, maybe.
Yeah.
With a good list like this. I would have to say D.
D.
Here. I would say D.
Yeah.
I think if we included how fun it would be, maybe it's a C, but this is competitive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fun is
more
ties,
of a theme.
Ties into theme.
Yeah. Right. So, I just don't think it's good chat. But who knows? Maybe it could change. It could change.
And then again,
World Leaders are doing good.
Yeah. And then we talked about value. There's an actual calculate. You could actually math this out, but value-wise, it's actually not amazing. Compared to the other boxes, it's not amazing. It's one of the least.
Yeah.
It's the least points of all the boxes, and in terms of, it's not the most. Yeah, it's 330. Some of these, it's in the range.
Yeah.
Of they all cost about the same if you separate out the kits. But,
it did surprise me, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing because they're expensive kits for not very many models.
Yeah.
They're new models. So I guess it makes sense that it costs $300+, but you really should be paying much less for is this, like 22 models?
Yeah, so that's what we were saying. It's like Space Marines just feel like they're overpriced.
Yeah.
Both, well, at least money-wise. Actual money-wise.
Yeah.
I'm going to say like a C.
I think C is good.
Right, it's only 500 points. Which, again, it is good. That's why it's not F. It's not D or F.
Yeah.
But if you compare this to some of the other stuff we're going to see, it's just...
Yeah.
It's not great.
Young Boy makes some good points. Jump packs are good for
skip
actions.
Ads. Sorry, that was
an ad. Ads. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube just plays ads. We have to actively look for the ad and skip it and squash it right when it happens. So we won't catch them all, but we'll try.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's It's fine. It's probably the most like, it's okay box.
Yeah, Outriders and ATVs just aren't good.
No.
They're not good.
All right. Next up, though, we have the Beast Snagga Stampede.
Ooh. Again, newer models.
Newish, yeah, mostly new. No old models.
No
right?
old, yeah.
It's
exactly.
all new stuff.
That's very cool. You want to go through these?
Yeah, I'll do a quick rundown on theme.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's mostly there, right? It's all Beast Snagga stuff. It's it's all kind of fast, right? The Beast Snagga boys can hop in the kill rig, so it's not like they're getting left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really solid. I think this is just as good as the Space Marine one. It's up in A. The only thing that's a little weird is I guess you can throw the Pain Boss in with the Beast Snagga boys.
I think so.
Inside the kill rig. Okay, so
yeah, and then the knob goes with
the Squig Hog boys. Yeah.
I don't even know if they can join the unit, but
I think it all comes in one box.
Yeah.
So,
I see.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's actually separate. We probably should have checked that, but
no, but this is very cool. It's weirdly, it's less models than the Space Marine box.
Is it less?
It is. It's 13
okay,
plus the characters. 15, 16, but they're elite, right?
And you get a huge model. The kill rig is gigantic, right?
Yeah, you get the kill rig. So it's 545 points about. So that's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's more points than Space Marines.
It's more points than Space Marines, and it's a $305 stock.
Yeah, so surprisingly not an amazing... We were both surprised by this. Mm-hmm. It's actually not... Again, it's a good deal, but it's not, like, amazing. It's less value than the Space Marine box.
Especially if they start selling these boxes at more than $210.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it's like, now that gap begins to close.
Yeah.
How much money are you actually saving? Are you going to use all these models? These are all questions you need to ask yourself before buying these boxes. But I think these are good models. I mean, Squigog boys are used quite often now in good orc lists. Snagga boys are a staple as well. The knob on Smash Squig, a staple. Kill rig, sometimes I see it around, but it is a good unit.
Yeah. So thematically, I'm gonna give it an A.
Yeah.
Thematically, I think it works, right? Yep. It's all they're all beast.
It all like makes sense. It's fun to play.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a tough one for comp here.
Yeah, I think value we can already kind of say it's like not a great value.
Yeah, it's middle of the road. It's like this is becoming the standard.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of the worst in terms of money value. Mm-hmm. We get into a kind of a weird thing where we're looking at where's the value in terms of if you buy these out separately, that's like a pretty direct value. But then you talk about like points, and it's like, okay, well, some armies are just better points per dollar. So
yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Competitively, I think it's much better than Space Marines.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna ultimately give this a B. Okay. Because there's winners and losers here. I think you're definitely going to use the Squig portion. Kill rig is viable. Paintboy is somewhat viable. The Beast Snaggas are a staple, so I think overall it's a B. Not everything's going to be relevant all the time, but it's definitely quite relevant. For competitive.
Oops, sorry. Did it update? Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. Let's see. So not the worst. Again, I think the quick takeaway is that we don't think any of these are terrible. Mm-hmm. None of these are actually bad. They're all pretty decent.
Yeah.
We've actually kind of gone through maybe the two we're kind of the iffiest about.
The shakiest, yeah. I think we're starting to get to the really, really exciting ones.
Yeah. We had a quick super chat from Molecule Cody. Thank you for the science grant. It says, if I got this, I would model beanies on them. Jorks. Okay.
Yeah, chat is starting to
I want to see it.
Yeah, chat is starting to see all of my different beanies that I wear. I actually wear beanies quite a lot, especially when I have longer hair. just to hide the long hair.
Cool. Look, some of the commandos already have beanies, so like.
Oh yeah.
You can just do some head swaps.
Yeah. Hey, orcs get cold heads.
Yeah. Please show me a beanie on the kill rig. All right. Our third box, the
Defenders of the Ancestors.
The Votann.
Yes, the Votann.
Yeah.
This is cool. I think I really like this box. I mean, Votan have such a limited model range that it's hard to get it wrong, and they've just got a huge bump. We're seeing them in the top 3 in terms of meta watch. To go down the list, we have an E-Champ, 10 Hearthguard. These are usually kits you buy in sets of 5. The Land Fortress, huge. A Grimnar character. This is the Psyker variant. And then a Sagittar. This is all good stuff. 765 points if you add this all together.
Big number. Yeah, I think that's one of our second best in terms of points value that you get in one box.
This is crazy. And it's quite elite, so not a lot of models, but it's a lot of points. Saying a lot because they just got a points decrease too.
Yeah.
$385 if you buy these all separately. These are both big numbers. This is good.
Yeah, we like big numbers.
We like big numbers.
And I realize there's a typo here, so I'm going to go ahead and fix it. Ein. Here. I don't know how...
It's all the same.
There was the correct spelling right above it. Yeah. I think thematically, I think this one is not as good.
It's pretty low, right? Like there's only one aesthetic. There's only one theme the Votan have.
Yeah.
That's like dwarf mining aesthetic.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like I'm on the moon aesthetic.
Yeah.
They're all the same. No matter how you build a Votan list, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Can the Hearthguard can hop in the Land Fortress, right?
Hearthguard, I believe, can.
Okay.
I think what they probably... that's a good question. I don't know if the Sagittar can fit these folks.
Yeah, so that's why that's why I'm a little iffy on.
And the weird thing is the Sagittar is a dedicated transport, so it needs to start with something inside.
Yeah.
Maybe it starts with the Grimnir? Question mark?
So you're gonna put one guy in? That's kind of weird. So yeah, I'm a little iffy on theme.
Yeah, like so. It's weirdly confusing. Let me know if I'm forgetting something, chat. But I don't think Hearthguard can go into Sagittar. It can probably go into the Fortress, but not all 10.
Yeah. Yeah. In case you guys didn't realize, we don't have the the Votan the app with Votan in it.
Yeah.
So.
Mectoplasm says Grimnir can go into Sagittar.
Okay. So yeah.
Again, yeah, that's
but
like
he's gonna go by himself.
He's
like
gonna go. I guess you would have to add. You would have to buy more.
Yeah.
To make this make sense.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, are we really going to complain? It's like it's already a pretty good value. Value-wise, it's one of the better ones. Thematically, I think it's kind of a little weird.
It's paying in terms of theme, I think.
Yeah. Probably the best. Yeah, definitely the best value. And one of the best value, but thematically, I'm not feeling it.
Right. Mectoplasm again confirming. Thank you. Hecaton Land Fortress can hold Hearthguard and it takes the space of 2. So it can probably hold 5, not 10.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's like I'm gonna go ahead and give it a C, maybe a C minus actually.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with it.
Yeah.
Value wise, we're gonna give it an A.
Yeah.
This is one of the best ones.
I think this is one of the best ones.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about starting Votan, this is probably the time.
Yeah. You don't need, and the great thing is you don't need that much to get this in a place where it's all working well together.
Right.
All right, now this is one I don't know. Competitive. We just checked out MetaWatch. Apparently Votan are pretty good.
Yeah, they're third on the list. They're pretty high. I mean, it has to be an A, right? I guess...
Well, I don't know. They didn't actually talk about what the Votan are bringing.
Right.
I would assume it is probably Hearthguard.
I think it's Hearthguard. I don't know about the vehicles. The E-Champ is good. The Grimnir, maybe. The Sagittar, probably. I don't know about the Land Fortress either. I think it's all viable stuff. They're all good data sheets.
Yeah.
It's just like what combination of these are going to be absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, Mectoplasm seems like he knows what's up. So if you know that, can you let us know in chat?
I'm sure there's a few lists bouncing around.
Yeah.
Soup says
another B. I'm kind of with him.
Yeah, I think this is. We can say B here. I think it's a solid B, maybe a B plus.
We'll give it a B plus. We're feeling generous.
Right. What did we give Orcs? Orcs was a B.
Competitively,
yeah.
I think it was also a B.
Yeah, so this should probably be a B plus. I think they're a little better than Orcs.
Okay.
Just to stay in a solid grading system.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Next up, we're gonna talk about Canadian Defense Force. So
Guard.
Look, if I'm gonna buy any of them, it would probably be this one. Just because I don't have it. I have like a part of a Guard army, but I don't have any of the new Cadians. I don't have the Rogel Dorn, so this is like, that's pretty tempting.
Yeah.
And look, you know what I really like about this one? It's so simple.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
It's like, no surprise, it's the most models so far. 23.
Yeah.
I think 22 was Space Marines.
Oh no, it's more than that because it's a Canadian Command Squad.
Oh,
so
it's
that's
like
a 5-man
27.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
2 Rogel Dorns, a Command Squad, which seems to be a newer kit maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 20 Canadian Shock Troops, the new kit. Again, new models. These are very expensive, right? It's a lot of models, so you're getting some bang for your buck. 705 points, $345 value. Pretty good.
Yeah.
This is like going to be a third of your army, and it's good stuff. You'll use this every single time.
Yeah.
It's 2 Rogel Dorns. It's your shock troops. You need these. You need these to have a list. So I really like all of this. Not that the Guard are super good right now, but you would use it if you try to do some bonker lists.
Ectoplasm just pointed out that it is the Votan lists are pretty vehicle heavy, but also Hearthguard heavy. So it's like a mixed.
So it's good. That's everything you want then.
Yeah, you have the beginnings of a list for a comp list. It looks like you probably want a lot more Sagittars though.
I see.
Speaking of dedicated transport, so that is kind of where I think this box falls down a little bit. I think I'm interested in this box. I think it's a pretty good value. Actually, really good value. Thematically, I'm kind of iffy on it because it's like the Guard don't have to be in a transport.
Yeah.
But it feels a little separate. It's like you have your tanks and then you have your, I don't know. I guess I would have liked a Chimera or something.
Sure.
Transport.
Yeah, I agree.
But I definitely would not take a Chimera over Rogel Dorn. So it's like, so don't do that.
Yeah, it's kind of focusing on, like, here's some cool stuff. Here's the new stuff.
Yeah.
There's no real theme here.
There's no theme. It's the Imperial Guard is the theme.
It's the Guard.
I would have liked a transport, but like I said, I would never give up. I don't. If it was like 3 Chimeras, maybe, but they're not gonna do that, right? I wouldn't even take 2 Chimeras for 1 Rogel Dorn. I'd rather just take the 2 Dorns.
Yeah, it's all pretty standard stuff. Barry says.
Yeah. If you don't have Guard, this looks like a super good way to jump in.
Right. Young Boy says if you're looking to take Rogel Dorns, this is the thing for you. It's like Rogel Dorns are so many points. This is like it's the vast majority of the 705 points.
Exactly.
I think they're like two something.
Yeah, 2 something. Yeah.
225, 260, somewhere
in that
between
range.
there. And so if you take a Rogel Dorn, you're taking Rogel Dorns.
Yeah.
This is a big part of your list. It's a big decision. Again, not a lot of theme. What are we thinking for theme?
Theme, I'm gonna say I don't know. It's hard to say. Honestly, I'm gonna say
there is no theme, right? Like it's the Guard. It's the Guard theme.
Yeah, I think the problem is that Guard you can run infantry and tanks, and that is kind of thematic. I would have preferred a transport, as I said probably 3 times already, but it's not the worst. I'm gonna give it a B-.
Okay.
For value for theme. It's pretty good. Could have been a little better. It wouldn't have taken much to make it better, in my opinion. Value, it's up there for value as well. Is this one of the better ones? This is one of the best ones, I believe, right?
It's
it's middling, actually.
Yeah, it's quite middling.
We'll say we'll give it a B for value.
Okay.
Again, this is all kind of subjective, how we're kind of feeling about it.
Yeah. And it's like in comparison to competitive wise, I mean, Guard are just not good, but in terms of Guard models, you'll take this like almost every time.
It's a good.
So it's like where do you place comp, right? It's a staple, yes.
Yeah.
Is it good? I mean, for Guard, it's good. I guess.
Yeah.
It's like. So
I think we'll keep it with a competitive list for this faction.
Yeah. Oh man, there's just so many V's. It's like. What are we thinking for Guard in terms of comp, chat? I want to give it a B. Maybe a B minus.
Yeah, why don't we give it a B?
Yeah.
We'll circle back around if chat has any particular feelings about it. I haven't played Guard. I don't even play competitive, so it's like I'm really not the person to ask. But yeah,
it's like you could really make this work if you added more to it. I think, but they're staples for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're missing a lot of things. Like if this box had Sentinels, like the new Sentinels in mass, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is an A+.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Exactly. It feels like it's just missing like one or two things.
It's missing like some key like linchpins to like tie everything together, right?
Yeah.
Like these Rogaldorns aren't getting orders right now. They're missing a few things. They're not getting Sentinels. There's no indirect here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barry Hercules points out all these models have long play.
Yeah, I think you can say that for all the boxes because they're all new models, right?
Yeah.
It's so good.
All right. Let's move on to bullet number 5.
Whoa!
So this is the one I think that caught a lot of people's attention.
Yeah, this is huge for me.
Yeah.
I love this. These are all new models, save for the
Winged
Hive Tyrant, right? It's the Norn Emissary, huge. That's the good one, and it's a great new model. Winged Hive Tyrant, really good in terms of play. 20 Horma Gaunts. This is awesome. 10 Gene Stealers, okay. 2 Ripper Swarms that usually just come for free in these boxes. 755 points if you add them all together. $330. That's a lot of points. I think this is the most points.
Second most points. No, third most. Because Votann are 765.
Oh, okay.
But still, so 10 points off.
Pretty high. It's still pretty high. And I think they're all quite relevant models too.
Yeah. The 330 was kind of surprising. I thought this would be worth way more. I think it would cost a lot more if you buy them individually. It's only 330.
I think it's a lot of plastic.
Yeah.
For 330, you look at Space Marines and it's like only
exactly
models, right?
So this costs the same amount as those 15 15 assault jump pack guys, and then some outriders and a captain and a.
This is
ATV.
34 models, including 2 big monsters.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm really feeling it. I probably won't start Tyranids, but if I wanted to, like, this seems like an awesome.
Yeah, and I think it's. I'll tell you why I'm excited about it. Termagants had a box already where you can buy them in bulk,
right?
Like a starter box or something. I think it was maybe the Codex box or something. But this is Hormagaunts, which are seeing much more play. Yeah. I think, and this is the box for them. So if you want Hormagaunts, then this is great to buy in bulk. Yeah. To get like a spammy thing going. So this is very cool. Did you want to do theme first?
I think thematically it works pretty well. Yeah. I think it's I don't have any problem with the theme. Which I think is a good thing. I don't know if it's like really. It's not leaning into anything particular. It's kind of like the guard box, right?
I will say, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
When I see this box, I think of one of the best attachments in the Tyranid Codex, and that's the Synaptic Nexus. Yeah, and it has to deal with big monsters that have synapse. So the Norn and the Tyrant. Yeah, they both can have. Basically Armor of Contempt on demand. So this combo of the 2 monsters there are so big. I really like it. Yeah. And sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good thing. I think thematically it all works. It's not, like I said, it's not leaning super hard into any one thing, but it feels very Tyranids to me, right? Yeah. It's like the big bugs in the middle of a swarm.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A.
Yeah, I totally agree with this. Hey, Bryce, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, hope the kid's doing all right.
I know.
Congrats again, if you haven't.
Big congrats, yeah.
Value, I think we're gonna have to say an A, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there. It's top 3 of the boxes for sure. It's one of the ones that are gonna be pretty hot right now. Yeah. Competitively, I think the Gene Stealers are all right. I think everything has a place, so it makes sense. I'm gonna give it an A as well.
Hey, wow! So is this our best box?
I think it's the best. Well, let's do A minus.
A minus.
It's like
I think that's still gonna be up there.
It's up there, right? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It definitely competes with the Votann box in what I'm excited about. Yeah. It's very well thought out. These models are gonna last a long time. Let us know in chat if you think the science if you're seeing more data to add to this science.
Yeah, if you've got more secret data that you're keeping from us, please share it.
Yeah.
Liberty Fires asks, do you think buying 2 of these would be a good start for an army?
Ooh. I think the Hive Tyrant would overlap a little bit. I don't think you want 2 winged Hive Tyrants, but I think other than that, pretty good.
Yeah, because the Norn Emissary can be built 2 ways.
Yes.
Hormagaunts and Termagants are not kits that are mixable though.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
At least not anymore.
Yeah. I mean, 20 Gene Stealers would be good though. 40 Hormagaunts. I mean, if you want, it would allow you to start building into hordes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, honestly, yeah. The only thing would be the winged Hive Tyrant. And there's nothing. I mean, maybe you can bring 2. Maybe in the future you want to bring 2 winged Hive Tyrants. I don't know.
Yeah. You'll always be ready. And I don't know if you can. No, there's no way you can have a walking Hive Tyrant built out of a winged Hive Tyrant. There's always different kits.
Yeah.
But like it gives you a lot of good options.
Yeah.
For Tyranids. So it's a great box. It's like buy this now so that you can be so ready for the future.
Someone's saying the winged Tyrant is a multi-kit that makes 3 different Tyrants.
No way.
Oh, okay.
That's insane. I never.
Yeah, multiple people are
guessed.
saying that. Okay.
I never would have guessed.
Then
this is amazing.
Then this is an amazing kit
because a walking tyrant is also really good.
Yeah.
3 different ways.
Yeah, I would say this is probably one of the best ones.
Dude.
Competitively pretty good, thematically strong, value's good.
Yeah.
I mean that value is like actually now that I know that you can because the 2 big characters can be built multiple ways, like that makes the value even better, honestly.
Good.
Good job.
Good stuff.
Good job.
Good
job,
team.
GW. Good job, GW. Good job, team. We did it. All right, we're on to the last one before we go back and Swarm Lord is the alt build. So yeah, definitely.
No way. So that's the 3rd one.
Yeah.
No way. Okay, so that's so good. Oh my gosh.
This is what we get for not playing Tyranids. We should play Tyranids.
I just haven't built the kits.
How come Meg didn't tell us this? She plays Tyranids. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to hit the last one, and then we're going to do a quick overview.
Yeah. This is surprising.
This was, So, when we were looking at this, we're like, oh, this is the worst one.
Yeah,
right?
obviously.
This is the worst box.
It's World Eaters. Apparently, they're pretty high. They're higher on the meta watch list, and they apparently got 2nd place at a tournament recently.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Look, I don't know if I believe that science, but okay.
World Eaters stocks are up apparently.
Stonks up.
Exalted Red Angel has Angron, so you're getting a Primarch. This is
super cool.
$150 right there.
Yeah, actually it's more than that, but yeah.
It might be more, yeah. And then the 10 Corn Berserkers, okay, and then 6 Exalted 8-bound, super elite.
Normally come in boxes of 3, so 2 boxes of Exalted 8-bound.
Yeah. 885 points.
So close to the 888.
Dude.
So close.
If they could, yeah.
Yeah, let's adjust the points of the 8-bound by half point.
And then $355.
So a good deal.
A good deal. We saw the points and we're like, this is either a good or a bad thing, right? It's like, it's not a lot of models. It's a Primarch, but it costs a lot of points once you put these all together. It's like, wow, they're quite durable.
Yeah.
But they're quite pricey too.
Yeah.
Either way, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of points there.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was pretty solid. Thematically, do World Leaders have a theme other than run at people and hit them?
No.
No?
That's what makes them scary, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you thread the needle of, like, they're too cheap, so now you're just getting overrun and you're not able to kill those World Eaters running at you, or they're too expensive and they just die on the way there. Barry says the huge con of this one is that it has a Primarch, actually, because if you already have an Angron, if you've already started World Eaters, then now you're like, why would I even buy this box? I don't need a spare Angron.
Probably the least value in buying multiple. Right. Definitely the least value in buying multiple.
For sure.
Unless you plan on converting Angron into something else, but like that's a whole other situation.
Yeah.
And like, how many 8-bound do you really want? Do you want 12 8-bound ever? So probably not. Right. That's not unless they're super good or something. The only thing that really would be, that I would want multiple of would be the Berserkers, and I'm not buying a whole new box to get 10 more Corn Berserkers.
Yeah, so weirdly, the biggest pro is also the biggest con, right?
Yeah.
Great box for someone to start World Eaters.
Yeah.
But if you already have World Eaters, no reason to.
Yeah. Yeah, if you already have Angron, this box is not worth it. So I'm going to say value is kind of a weird one. I'm going to say it's like it is a good value.
It's a good value.
It is.
No one can doubt that, right?
Yeah, it's a great value money for models. So I'm gonna say it's an A, but like C if you. It's like an F if you.
It's like an F if you already have it, right?
F if you already have if you have Angron already. Right? So it's kind of a weird.
Oh, space between you and have.
Oh, thank you.
Boom. Boom. For theme, I mean it's the World Eaters theme. It's melee.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the theme is pretty strong. It's not like crazy. It's not evocative of anything, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a horde of berserkers. It's not. It's fine, I guess.
Right. For me, it runs into the same problem as like Votan. It's like there's only so many models you can bring.
Yeah.
What can the theme possibly
be really?
Yeah. Competitive wise, these seem like staples because there's so few models, right?
Yeah. Maybe we should go check out that meta watch list. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's do some live cross checking here.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to contain all of these. I actually think I remember seeing a lot of 8-bound, weirdly.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of mounted characters. So Angron, good.
Yeah.
You know, there's no Lord Invocatus or any Juggernauts or anything like that in this list. There are, 10 Berserkers. That's what's in here.
Perfect.
How many 8-bound?
Dude, that's a lot of 8-bound.
It's a lot of 8-bound. Okay, so when I said maybe you don't want 12 8-bound, apparently I'm full of it because this guy has a ton of 8-bound.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is actually mostly 8-bound. So, hey, look, competitively, this looks very good. This might be the most competitive list on here, right? In terms of
like what you're kind of going for.
Yeah.
Do we give this an A+?
Do we give it an A?
Let's give it an A. Let's give
it an A. I think it's weirdly, right? I think so.
I don't think we have an A yet. I think we have an A-.
Yeah. So like
this is like right on the nose, right?
Yeah. This is funny because this is the box we were most wrong about. We thought at a quick look, we was like, this is a terrible value, competitively terrible. Thematically, it's like, what is this box? It's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Honestly, this might be one of the best ones. If we take an honest look at it. Yeah. At least if we can, if we trust GW's meta watch. You know? Hey.
Right.
All right. Well, that is all of the boxes.
That was fun.
I did almost around time too.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. Before we go, if anyone has any questions or comments, we're gonna do a quick overview. If you guys want to get any super chats in before we close up for the day, please do so soon. Yeah. So, I guess we don't need to go through all of them. If you are you interested in any of these boxes? Is basically what I'm getting to.
Yeah, I think they're all really great starts. If you haven't started any of these factions yet, it always is like those value added boxes are so good. Looking back, oh man, I think the Tyrannid one is just my favorite. I think it's my favorite. It's all the things I want to play in Tyrannids. Mm-hmm. You can always add more, but it's not required. You can just literally take that box and throw it on the table, and it's going to be good. You'd have to play in a lower points cost, but it would be super fun.
Yeah.
Tyrannids is by far my favorite.
I think Tyrannids is probably the coolest one. I think the one that I will probably end up getting, though, just because the stuff I have is the Cadian. I don't have any Rogaldorns. I don't have any of the new Cadian shock troops. It's like the perfect expansion, honestly, is what it is for me. And before we go, I want to thank Young Bo for the gifted membership. Appreciate it. That helps us keep the channel up and running, so appreciate you.
Thank you. And and thank you everyone for the anime, or Liberty for the anime recommendations. I gotta check it out. I really do. Keep giving me anime recommendations. I love it. I'm watching a few of the new stuff.
Oh,
it's really awesome.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a good lunch. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.